Greetings, YouTube, and I hope you're having a great week. I have to say that I'm excited to make this video because I don't know about you, I call this, and I know this is going to sound harsh, the lazy loser issue. Because almost every alliance I have ever been in, regardless of tier, you can be waiting for 10 hours, especially in the United States in the evening. So we're talking about from like 2 p.m. to midnight. And there are still just a couple of people who have not moved from Tier 1 to Tier 2 in Alliance Quest. And look, I know, very much so, that sometimes you're playing the game and you're just doing other aspects of the game that aren't in here. I'm an arena grinder. I would be a hypocrite to say that you always have to be in Alliance Quest or Alliance War, because a lot of times I'm playing the game, I'm on, but I'm grinding in the arena, so I'm not going to be that hypocrite. But because of this, I get really frustrated and annoyed when I have to depend on someone and they have not moved in 10 hours, especially if they're an officer. So I tend to have that be something that really detracts from my enjoyment and my ability to relax in the game. And so I just wanted to make this video because I've had a couple of people tell me the same thing, so I know it's not just me. These 30-minute timers are incredible. I mean, truly, they solve so much stress because a lazy loser can wait 10 or 12 hours, and given sometimes you just legitimately can't log in, right? You can't log in, life happens, you're not lazy, you're not a loser, life happens. The lazy losers are the ones that it's like an everyday problem, not a once in a week problem or once a month problem. It's an everyday. You just know you can't depend on them to move. But the 30-minute timers have made Alliance Quest so much more enjoyable because you know the margin for error of logging in is so much higher, which also means you can enjoy life outside of the game more because there isn't that pressure to lose an hour if you don't reset the timer. And the game has to know that the biggest issue facing it right now, especially in the top tiers, is burnout. I believe it is a guaranteed foregone conclusion with the way Alliance War is set up that if you grind hard enough for the top tier rewards, regardless of how good they are, you will be burnt out of the game and you will want to quit. We have seen it in the first 2 seasons, and the third season is going to be way harder than the first 2 in the top 2 tiers. So I believe that burnout's going to happen even faster, and maybe the game believes that as a way to out, but I still think it's going to happen. I just don't think it's fun. But if they permanently included them to show the community that, hey, we know that we have increased the difficulty of the content to make you adapt to it, to have it be fun and interactive, and so we want to give you something back as a way to not get you to be burnt out and stop giving us your money, so we are going to permanently make 30-minute timers for both Alliance Quest and, for that matter, Alliance War. And maybe the second part of this discussion is taking out a lot of those linked nodes that make you depend on someone else to free you up, because of course the timers don't matter if you still can't get somebody to take down that node, and that certainly is the second part of the problem. I personally think linked nodes make sense when it comes to like mini bosses to bosses, and so if you were able to just kind of keep those linked nodes, I have 2 different sets of mini bosses, so that would make sense in that regard. But the linked nodes are also a stress and can really hurt the value of your play. So really, 30-minute permanent timers, and as a community, we should enjoy this game a lot more, and will help cut down on the burnout, exhaustion, and ultimate motivation to quit the game. So that is my short, sweet, and hopefully fine argument for the day. This is not one of those, uh-oh, Mr. Negative's back again. You know, I don't want to be that guy in the community, but I do just want to point out when something makes sense and when something can be improved upon. I am very proud to say that even if it had nothing to do with the reasons behind it, that the video I made last week on adding some milestones to the Tier 1 Alpha and the Tier 4 Basic happened a week later. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I would like to think that someone from Kabam might have seen my video and been like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I think that's easy, something easily that we can do to improve the game. And you know what? It has improved the game. So thank you, Kabam, for improving the game. And if you want to keep improving the game, 30-minute permanent timers help detract from burnout and give people a reason to not have to log in every 2 hours just to move. They can actually sleep and catch up on their rest and then wake up and not be screwing over their other alliance members. And for that, my wish for the day, Have a great day.